welcome back to Cowabunga Corner. In this episode, we are talking about the voice actors of the Ninja Turtles. I'm going to try and focus it down to the people who've done, very, very named things of the Ninja Turtles. So we're going to try and focus more on the movies and TV series, like the original cartoon, The Next Mutation, and 4Kids. And of course, there's all 4 Turtle movies. So we have a bit of information here to work with as it is. The very first set of Ninja Turtle voice actors set the par on what we look for when we hear the Ninja Turtles voices. So when we hear Michelangelo, we're listening for Townsend Coleman. I know a lot of people think, oh, but we're listening for the movie. But if you think about it, when they were setting the movie up, the movie voice actors were listening to the cartoon voices. The only one that is the exception there is Raph. Raph has got the more brute temper thing inside the other medias than the original cartoon. So they took his voice from the cartoon and said that's in that media only. And every other media out there where it's going on as a mainstream thing has given Raph a deeper voice based more off of the first movie. Donatello and Leonardo and Michelangelo all have seemed very similar, or at least trying to edge towards that original cartoon series. In the original cartoon series, we had Leonardo as Cam Clarke, Donatello, who was Barry Gordon, and Raphael as Rob Paulsen. Rob was a wonderful choice for Raph in that series. A lot of the stuff that he did, the jokes that was thrown in there, he really brought the character to life. Townsend Coleman made Michelangelo. He's the one who threw in the Cowabunga along with David Wise's help. He read what Dave had in the script and brought it to life the way that Dave was hoping. And Cam Clarke, Leonardo, it's got that very serious tone, the I'm there to do what I need to do, and Donnie's got that unique voice. The unique thing about Donnie, though, is if you ever get to hear Barry's real voice, you'll find out that that is his real voice. He has an online radio show. If you go and listen to any of the archives and you listen to it, if you want, just picture Donatello doing the show and you'll hear and see it because it's so visual that the voice matches up to the turtle. And he even picks on it that is his voice. What a lot of people don't realize, though, is each of those guys do other voices in the series. You'll find out that Townsend Coleman is the Rat King, or Rob Paulsen is Zack, or we have to jump and look over at Cam Clarke, Rocksteady. But the biggest surprise, because it's the one where you really can't match the voice up, Bebop. It's Donatello. Barry Gordon does both the Donatello voice and I'm going to bust some turtles voice. It's just, wow. He did a great job. And overall, the voicing of that series was really well done. So then we jump into the movies where the voice actors come in to try and, in a way, copy the Turtles from the cartoon series. But not all the way, because Raph is unique. The unique thing about Raph in the movie, though, is all the different voices that performed him. Every single Ninja Turtle movie had a new voice for Raph. Donatello, he was jumping back and forth. We had, of course, Corey Feldman come in and do Don in the first movie. He wasn't there for the second movie as Adam Carl took over. And in the third movie, Corey Feldman came back. So Corey Feldman was there and bam. In the fourth movie, we had all new voices. But for the first 3 Turtle movies, Brian Toshi and Robbie Rist returned for Leonardo and Michelangelo as their voices. It is one of the things that did stay continuous through each movie was the voices of Mike and Leo. And then we came out with The Next Mutation. Once again, they're trying to keep the voice thing going over, so they copy off of the movies, which copied off of the original cartoon. And so we bring in a handful of new voice actors. Matt Hill, who wore the Raph costume for the third Turtle movie. We have him as Raph's voice in the next mutation. Then we have Kirby Moru, who's most known as Goku from Dragon Ball Z, as Michelangelo. He's probably the one that really, to me, did not match the voice of the character he was playing, but he really did bring his own personality into the Michelangelo of the next mutation. And then there is Donatello. Donatello's actor went on to now be known best for his role in Monk, is Jason Gray Stanford. And Jason did a fantastic job. Don's one of my top 2 favorite turtles in the next mutation. And his voice really just matched up to the character. He really brought in the personality that was needed for Don. And it just shined through. And then we have Leonardo. Leonardo was done by Michael Dobson, who's a really well-known anime voice as well. And the same thing could be said for the 4Kids series, as we got in a bunch of anime voice actors doing the voices of the turtles for that series as well. Mike Sintra-Nicholas joined the group as Leonardo. We got Sam Riegel as Donatello. Wayne Grayson as Michelangelo with his own new twist on Mikey's voice. And then we have, well, which of the many names do you want to pick for Raph? We can go with Greg, Frank, or John. I'm going to say Greg right now. We have Greg as Raphael, and he's got so many names, front and last names, changed throughout the series on us that who knows what his real name is. But I'm pretty sure it's not the Frank Frankson name. But we turn around and we got all these different voices doing the turtles throughout the years. This is one thing that the Turtle fans have now grown to expect. Every single series, every single movie, every single incarnation of the Ninja Turtles is going to have a new set of voice actors for us. We have learned that it doesn't matter the name behind the credits as long as the character is brought to life. Now, yes, it is sad when some of our favorites are not brought back to be their characters again. I mean, I've been a fan of Townsend Coleman since the first season. I've been a fan of Rob Paulsen since the first season of Turtles. But that doesn't mean that they have to be in everything for me to enjoy the Turtles. I love their work and their voices. I will watch those episodes over and over again. But if there's a new incarnation, they're not really losing their jobs, as the old one already ended and they lost their job when that happened. But when a new incarnation happens and other people are brought into voice, I'm not going to judge the full series on just the voice actors, because it's the story, it's the characters I'm a fan of. I'm not going to stalk or follow any one voice actor around because, oh my God, they did such a great job in this. Yes, they're great people, but they're only human. And besides, one of the fantastic things that we can look forward to in the Ninja Turtles, knowing that every incarnation has a new voice, is what if any of us fans are inspiring voice actors? Well, that's what happened for 4Kids. Wayne Grayson was a Ninja Turtle fan, and he got to play his favorite turtle. How awesome is that? So, by changing the incarnation, other people are getting to fulfill their dreams of being their heroes. So, I love turtle voice actors. I love how much work, how much effort, how much passion is put into the work of bringing these guys alive. But I do not have one person I am a fan over another. I think every voice actor deserves the same amount of respect. Of course, the TV series, they have a bit more for me because, well, they've done over so many episodes. While the movie voice actors, they go in there, they do like 2 or 3 days worth of work, maybe if they're got a lot of lines, a week, but as soon as they're done voicing that movie, they're done with the Turtles. Besides for the few that stayed through in the early movies, like Robbie Rist. I respect Robbie and Corey and Brian for returning to each of the movies that they were able to return for, because they actually made the effort to keep their character in tune with the earlier movies, and they knew what they were doing. It's great that they were kept on board by the producers and directors to be able to keep doing their roles as well. But in the meantime, we have a lot of new voices. We have a lot of great talent. And I'm looking forward to hearing our new voices for the new Nickelodeon series coming out next year. We're going to have Rob Paulsen now doing Donatello, which is unique. I'm curious on where he will go. We're going to have Greg Sipes with Michelangelo. I'm just hoping that he doesn't sound like Beast Boy. I do like Greg's work because I enjoy Beast Boy. I just don't see that voice being Mikey's voice. It's a little more harsh than Mikey is. Mikey's more flowing with it, It's just all this voice work stuff. It'll be interesting to see where they go. And then we have the biggest surprise, Sean Astin as Raphael. You look at that and say, where's this voice going to come from? I am so curious. I'm so excited. And I really, really want to see what they do, because this is going to be testing his limits on the voices. And then, of course, we have Leonardo, who's going to be Jason Biggs. So I don't know much about Jason. Can't say if I yay or nay on him. I've heard his voice here and there, and I think he can do Leonardo, and I'm going to definitely give it all a try. Voiceovers is a very important area of Ninja Turtles, and I'm looking forward to what they come up with for every media to come, including the new movie. I'm sure it's going to be a different set of voice actors for that as well. So, here we have it. Ninja Turtle voices, what are your thoughts? Share them. Comment below or send us a video reply. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle voice actor? In the future, I will be doing episodes for each actor to explain some of my favorite episodes or what they've done that really stood out to me. In the meantime, we'll catch you next week on Cowabunga Corner for our Christmas episode. And yes, I'm going to do what everybody has asked of me. So, for next week, everyone, we wish you a Turtle Christmas.